Hi folks, so it's the last game between Slovenia and Italy. I thought I might not record this actually because the match is over. It's 5-2 in favor of Slovenia, but since I see it being played right now and I have half an hour to spare, let's have a look how it's going to go. So it's Greyjoy Winter already starting with Ralph Canning there against Tyrell Lion, having to spend late summer feast immediately. That's the one plot that you want to play into strained reserves. I have to admit though that I don't know the Italy plotline very well here because it's one of the most unique winter decks. It's not a copy of anything we've seen before, so not sure if that's even there, but yeah. And we have to play against Nothing Burns, which that high tower there is yeah, quite an investment that's going to go, so not ideal. Plus Baylor is here, so our deck, as you know, is very heavy on the clever feint stuff, so have to kind of get him away before we can abuse that. But our main problem is that we are opening with 3 reserve here, so Econ plot haven't set up Arbor or Redvine Straits, and we're going to, at the moment, seems like throw 5 cards away for reserve, plus whatever Scheming Septon draws, so it's going to be tough. So we need some luck in this one, I think. Maybe play a Morgulis where there's no reason or something, and we could still have a game, but yeah. We have 2 loans from the Iron Bank, so we can't get choked completely, that's the thing. We'll be able to play stuff in the later part of the game, but yeah, how are we doing that? I mean, we have to play Morgulis at some point in between. We're going to basically collect 0 gold and be exposed to everything that round. All challenges, all the We Do Not Sows. But at least in round 1 there won't be a We Do Not Sow. So Nothing Burns gets rid of one of these locations, and it's probably gonna be high tower at this point, right? Because we have the draw location. And we grab ourselves some gold. Is that Lysa? Yes, it is Lysa. Okay. Fanatic for Mario here, or no? Okay, so we remove Ralph. That increases our reserve to 4, which I think is one of the most important things that could have happened here. So the waste is minimized and we got out of this okay for now. Doesn't attack on the other challenge. It's gonna defend instead, so likes his hand, does not want to grab one for late summer feast. Can we get a military icon out and do a challenge that's a bit annoying here? Sparrows we get, it's not actually gonna trigger. But we draw from that. Can't play Last of the Giants again now until Baylor's gone. Feels like the most important thing with that Undercity is to try to grab a Redvine Straits or something. I mean, Arbor is too big of an investment. Difficult to play at this point in the game, and then a single We Do Not Sow ruins the game. Once discarded though. Wonder if there's another one or if he's given up on that plan. But yeah, some econ to keep, right, for the rest of the game. Second Winter Reserves preparing for those key plots, I think, for Snow obviously, although we have a Shadows deck. And this time keeps 3 gold. Just playing him out. Do we have a dupe? Yeah, I thought we might. Can we get the red one straights? Perfect, okay. Need to defend against the challenges though, but if we can, that's not the worst thing now. I have to kill one of the other icons, but okay. Wonder what is in shadows. Is Mario gonna do 2 more challenges here? And do we have a 0 cost card to bring out to stand at the Knight of Flowers? Gives us sparrows back. And there is a third one, threatening, of course. We do not sow. How about one of those queen's retinues? Yeah. It's actually now going pretty well. Gonna defend with our renowned guy. I still have a chance to do intrigue back. Now we have 1 loan in the used pile for the next round, so we're getting choked even more, but red one straights to compensate a little bit. And we hit a reason. Well, one guy is duped and there's a Hagen's daughter, so it's not perfect. I think we're keeping those scheming septons in play for now, right? Depends how bad first snow is, but you have to pay for scheming septon to get in and out through shadows, so one card we have to lose here. Oh, and there was another Nude the Barber. And we lose sparrows again, so that's second sparrows. Okay, it's not one of those games where there's a lot of power to take. There's 0 power for Greyjoy at the moment. But it is a thing that comes in through shadows relatively cheaply. We go for snow, okay. So we're gonna get... I think Boros might go. We're gonna get... Hagen's daughter off the board. For what it's worth. Not a lot of gold to play with here. Surely Boros, right? No, Star Recept. Hasn't played that Nothing Burns. I assume it's in the deck. I think we talked about it before the game. So High Tower and Undercity are exposed and they're the key locations. Maybe he wants that Star Recept not to be in play ever. And hits our econ here. And we don't have the Harris, so these bigs coming in are a bit awkward. And yeah, Euron can take that. And no way for us to get it back if Euron wins the challenge here. We collect 1, so might have screwed ourselves. We needed that 3 from red one straights, right? And scheming septon's not gonna be available. And there's gold now for We Do Not Sow, and we won't be able to defend unless we have more cheap shadows. Which we could, to be fair. Any chance to win on defense? No. And yeah, we can't Take the dupe. We do have another one, okay, but we're not winning on defense. And we're letting Greyjoy draw everything here. And it's those are the reasons, right? If we took the dupe, we could actually defend this challenge, but yeah, then we are exposed to the reset. Have we orchestrated something that can defend Euron? No. And yeah, Poros is a good hit, I think. And there's the Star Recept. Gets another one anyway for pillage. It's gonna be rough, but maybe we can actually stop Greyjoy from winning any power challenges and make it slightly irrelevant, but yeah, it would have been good on our side to have that. I think Knight of Flowers will now defend, has to, because that Star Recept is too damaging, but we stay ahead. What are our shadow cards? Are they coming out? Okay, this one is. Now we can't play another one of these until we get rid of Baylor. Okay, Intrigue is so over reserve, and power, there's no power to steal, but we do have another Knight of Flowers stand, right? So we can stand to do oh, he's reacting to Clever Feint being played. That was played from Shadows, okay? So that was the card that we lied away, put in Shadows, and yeah. This is the one challenge that mattered. Are we bringing out the retinue to do something else? Get one more power and dominance. And it goes quite quickly, but also it's a free character that's invaluable pretty much, so yeah, we keep it there for better times. So do we risk Morgulis? I mean, there's max 2 reasons, but they could be there. And we collect on the Morgulis turn 0, right? Virtually 0. 2, I think, at the moment we would collect. Forgotten Plans. Doesn't hit. Now which one are we losing? Hightower is providing 1 gold for us, but Undercity is great draw. And we keep the Hightower. Undercity can now be taken there for Euron. Even draw with it for Hagen's daughter, with a bit of luck. We're gonna use Euron as icon. That's quite handy. Basically working with 2 gold because we got a Hightower trigger from retinue coming out. going quite quickly. If Euron wants to defend, he gets potentially double renown, which is a lot of gold for us. Does he take renown? It's not forced, of course. He can take this. This is a good location, I think, better than Undercity. And there's draw for the Barber as well. Let's take Undercity. He doesn't want us to get it back. And yeah, does give us the gold potentially here. I think we have now Robert Strong gold even, if you want it. Shrewd Diplomat, okay. And finally there's a Fanatic. And it's not fun because now Staricept will get this, and it can blank Knight of Flowers at some point. Do we bring out another card so that Knight of Flowers does military? I'm still doing all the pillage stuff, okay. Returns less to the Giants. I mean, it can be played until Nude's gone, but afterwards it can, and it's not gonna be fun, I think, for Greyjoy. I think we defend this one if we can, right? No. Any damage? Yeah. Ooh, but doesn't hit a recon, it hits Slander and Lies. That's the more debilitating card here, in his opinion. I wonder if that was the right call, actually. This one we can defend if you want, surely. Yeah. Giving him all the cards, all the Fanatics potentially. Cancels Knight of Flowers, but we still defend with the retinue. 2 Fanatics gone. Happy to see that. And every time we've kept that Skimming Septon in play so far. I mean, we are 3 over reserve. And we're first player, so 8-3 first round where we didn't do anything, unfortunately. That Shrewd Diplomat getting cancelled was a big swing. We do have the cards. We don't have the econ, but we have another econ plot. And all the resets still to be played. And now it's Strain Reserves. We're trying to get that Forgotten Plans, right? Strain Reserves into our last econ plot. I think we have Morgulis and can't remember what the last one would be, honestly. But Greyjoy also, I think they have Morgulis. They don't have Stranger in this one. And I think there's a Winter Festival. So at some point there's gonna be double Morgulis, and those reasons are not gonna be enough. But if we could get a second dupe for Knight of Flowers, that would be pretty good for us. Maybe another Slander and Lies would also be pretty decent. marshalling into shadows, but they can't come out when we have 0 gold. And of course we gave all that draw for Greyjoy to find the dupes. To claim plot. Can defend everything and attack back. So, what do we even do? Oh, the big intrigue. Trying to get Euron to kneel or risk a win by 5. Do we have a pinch in the deck? Well, if we do, we don't play it. Oh, and there's another reason gone. Well, now there's a decent chance that only Baelor will stay with that Hagen's daughter going back to Shadows. Problem is though, now Nud the Barber will also draw a bit, and then if it's double Morghulis and everything's dead, Greyjoy has a giant advantage, I think. Although, I don't know. Do have all the cards, it's just we can't afford to play them, that's the thing. To claim power. I mean, we could leave it in the hopes of defending the other challenges, but then we risk another reaction to winning, right? To winning unopposed, I mean. Okay. Ooh, we're going all in to defend the power challenge. Yeah, those cards were going to be in shadows with not the best chance of bringing them out, so I think this is fair enough. Spend some resources here, right? Although those Queen Retinues are really the best card. Like, their downside is annoying and it costs us, but the fact that they can come in for free and cannot really be cancelled because they just trigger again. This one we have to take. Unfortunately, we couldn't stand Knight of Flowers in between. But there's no penalty. And Euron can do the intrigue and grab that Gate of the Gods, presumably. Robert Strong in hand and Clever Feint, which was not playable. And the last Sparrows also goes. Okay, Scheming Septon triggered, but there's still keywords. Yeah, okay, he's so over-reserved that he can take Gate of the Gods and leave it, I think. Doesn't really need to draw, unless the hand's horrible. Now who's gonna flinch? Because I think both decks have Morghulis left and there's a Winter Festival, I think, for Greyjoy. And I don't have, or maybe do they have a 2-claimer like a Winds of Winter? I think they have Winter Festival. I don't remember what we have. Takes chucks the Econ away for reserve. We go Morghulis. Ah, there is a First Snow, still hasn't been played. Forgot about that. First Snow. We played First Snow, yeah. So the last plot's one of the Reset Stranger or Morghulis. I think they play Morghulis, if I remember correctly. So this is one where we need to survive. Ugh. Dupes for him? No? Okay. We don't have anything, but we are counting on the last plot. If it's stranger and we have no board, then I think we are done. All retinues gone. Nothing can come in for 0 if I remember correctly. And we can't play Iron Bank. We have its due. It's not gonna be 15 though, right? Although it's close, power claim renounced, acceptance is gonna be an unopposed after Knight of Flowers dies. On the last spot we have those loans out again, so I will have a bit more econ. Oh, I think we might have marched to the wall. Okay. Oof. Arbor pillaged. That would have been so nice to have him play. All these first now turns we could have done so much more. It's gonna be 14. For Greyjoy after dominance. Now if it's Morgulis, it's still a game. If it's stranger, it's over. Okay. Has this guy escaped? I think he would have Balon escape though. Okay, Morgulising first so that they go to the dead pile. And it's now only 10 and a 0 claim plot, but the econ's there for Greyjoy to play out some stuff. Now what can we do? Oof. Yet another red one straights. Down to 70 cards in the deck. Some pillage and some draw happening. And there's a military icon, which we can still... Yeah, okay, 7. 8 strength. We cannot beat even with Boros, I think. It's another power for us, okay. When I woke at random. Doesn't want us to get any more gold here. So at the moment we can bring in Sir Robert Strong. So he defend himself, get Star Recept on defense. Yeah. Do we have a military icon? And Romand, we're gonna take our own Septon. Keep one goal for next round. Guess the plan was to go for snow next one and keep those Septons where they go back to hand, right? Stabilized a little bit, so it's 9-8 after dominance, unless there's some surprises. Maybe he thought about triggering the gate. And now we do have Last of the Giants. We're gonna get rid of this one character. So we don't actually keep the Drummond. But there's still Baylor and Hagen's daughter in rotation, so it was a big guy though. And Econ, but we're gonna lose the best card we have in hand. Hurts though when you don't have the double winter reserves in the used pile. Dead Knight of Flowers, Varys and Scheming Septon. What's the best card? I would have considered Scheming Septon. It's a power icon, can be cheated in, it provides high tower draw. This guy can raise claim, he's quite tricky. 2 characters from the discard pile. Plenty to choose from. That will stop him potentially though. Okay, so I guess we're bringing Scheming Septon out through shadows here. So we have a Dead Knight of Flowers and then one mystery card that we didn't do anything with, right? No goal for Hagen's daughter. And yeah, we're not gonna allow the 2 claim. It's -6, but we have a power icon in shadows for sure. Game is very fast, by the way. They don't have a time limit, but I think even though we are in round 8, I don't think we've reached it. Do we have other characters to do other challenges here? And if we do, how's our surviving for a snow plan with them? No, we have nothing. These are the kind of boards where doing a couple challenges would be really nice actually. I mean, Morgulis is not pinned. Could take these 2 guys out. Yeah, into a 2 climber. So if we just magically survive, we are okay. Econ's really bad though. I mean, Hagen's daughter alone, if there's some kind of unopposed power with Staricept, it's just game. So what does he have? Staff's still alive, Ralph's still alive. It's Botley Cruz and he's drawn most of his deck, so I assume there's something coming in. Not a power icon. There's one. Do we bring in Skimming Septon and trigger High Tower? Or is the card in shadow something that's usable? If we have another Drummond that's Shadow Anna that can return the power icon, that would be pretty cute. Now has to go military first. Goes power first. Oh, he has stealth. And that's just game if you don't stop it. How about that Drummond? Haha. Nice. Yeah, still gonna kill him, cost him another power though. Look at the reserves now. 2 for Greyjoy, 3 for us. Ooh, that's nice actually, because we have 2 Drommonds in play and we get to keep 2 gold into next round. We just keep our 3 best cards in hand, we have half a chance. 7 cards left in the deck. So we have 2 more rounds if it's not excessive pillage to actually get to 15. Then we deck ourselves. Still Hagen's daughter's around. And we don't have any more sparrows to play around with. We'll just go econ plot against econ plot. Five cards left. 1 pillage in play at the moment, 2nd pillage in play. So, 3rd pillage in play. Okay, so if they win a challenge together, then next round in the draw phase we would lose. And has the army of Chads was kind of the best thing he could do here, but okay, one relatively big character can still beat them. Yeah. Any penalty? That's the Knight of Flowers, that was useless. Too bad we got that dupe after he was gone. Would be game over if he survived. And this is the one we need to stop, but we can stop it surely. Is that not just enough? then we have to stop those guys doing military with pillage. Otherwise it's game. Or are we thinking whether we trigger Hightower or not? He can look at his entire deck, I guess, and consider what cards are still there. Okay, we do trigger it. I mean, do we have any more Boroses? Feels like we should. There's one there. Do we have two in the deck? Both go into this one. And we can't remove the Scheming Septon because we lose on the pillage trigger. Robert Strong, okay. Ooh, and remove Kerwin as well with that. That was potentially a misplay. We need to do power though. Clever find, perfect. Can bring in Scheming Septon, do power. He can't get the gold, so we finish on 12. And with the cards we have... Oh, on 11 only actually, yeah. With the cards we have to get to 15 next round. Which would mean playing first snow to get rid of these charts, right? Doesn't that just lose the game? Oh, it puts itself on top. Okay, so increases the deck size. Sorry, I failed to consider that. Okay, so that's a power icon that can come in. We have first now, right? Yeah. So there's the window. Mario goes first. If he has any cards. I mean, even a Nightmares on Red White Straits would be a good start. I go back to that play before Morgulis. We don't have enough gold, do we? Just short. Yeah. I mean, even with that though, then he cannot remove himself, right? Because he draws first before he puts himself on top. So it gets us to 14, but then we still need to win another challenge somehow. I was gonna say that play before Morgulis when he played the Iron Bank will have its due on Baylor. but not on Balon. And Balon then died, obviously. I feel like Balon would dominate the rest of the game with his ability. If you just marshaled him, okay, gold was tight because the wind reserves went, but that was a fun little game. And we lose another one with this Tyrell, the second very dramatic circumstance. We can count ourselves slightly unlucky because we didn't start with Econ, and it cost us, right? I think we'd get to 15 if we had a bit more of a push with some Arbor or something there. And Euron took our locations. Glad I recorded this, but in the context of the match, it is now 5-3, so we still win. Who knows, maybe it matters for some tiebreaker, but hopefully it doesn't. So yes, other stuff to do, so let's say goodbye quickly. Thank you for watching this one, and see you next time.